This week, I'm coming to you and I'm bringing you back to basics. So I'm moving from the way that I presented before and the way I worked before into a whole new format. You know, this week I lost someone who was very special and precious to me, my spiritual brother, Sean, which really made a shift in my mind and really made me look at what life is really all about and all the time and the energy that we spend and how we don't pursue the things that mean the most to us in this lifetime. And to think about being on your last moments and have not went out and pursued life in the way that you wanted, the way that you dreamed, is not something I wish for myself or for you. I want us to live out our life in fulfillment and joy and happiness and health. So we're going to go back to basics. We're going to look at what is health. Most of us believe that health is an absence of symptoms. That is not what health is, because it takes a long time for your body to break down. So one part of the body begins to break down and it begins to affect another part of the body. So it's not like you just wake up one day and you're sick. It is a process. And so just like that process, there's a process for disease, there's a process for wellness. And the same things that it takes to maintain wellness is the same thing that it takes to bring you back from sickness and disease. So why not prevent the disease in the first place? Why not do the things ahead of time that are going to keep you in that state of health and happiness and joy? So you want to make sure that your body is alkaline. Life produces life. You get life from life, you get death from death. So if you're eating dead, processed foodstuffs, how can you regenerate your body? So we want you to eat the fruits, the vegetables, the nuts. We want you to make sure that your body's getting the water, is being hydrated. So the brain needs to have the hydration in order to keep you from going into dementia, for the brain cells not to dry out, for them not to become like hard rocks, and then you want to process thoughts. We want to be able to think well into our 80s and 90s. So you want to make sure that you're hydrating your cells properly. And just because you're drinking water does not mean that your cells are hydrated. There was a study done, and people were drinking twice their weight in water, and when they were tested, they were still dehydrated. So you have to understand that all water is not created the same. Water comes in clusters, and those clusters have to penetrate the cells. So you want to make sure that the clusters are small enough to hydrate your body. You want to start studying structured water. What is structured water? What is dead water? You don't want to take in water that has chlorine and fluoride in it. You want to have proper living water. So even for people who are distilling their own water, you have to make sure that you're putting the oxygen back in it. So you pour the water from pitcher to pitcher to build the water back in it, or else it's going to pull oxygen from your tissues and cells. You want to make sure you're getting fruits in every day. Fruits cleanse the body, vegetables build the body. So you want to get in ample amount every day. The structured water that's in your fruits and vegetables is the best water that you can put in your body. So you want to make sure to include them in a healthy diet. You also want to make sure that you're cleaning and detoxifying the tissues and cells of your body. You have to make sure that your colon is working and operating on a daily basis, that you are taking all of that dead food stuff that you put in your body is emptying out. A clean colon is critical to a state of health. There was one time that our bodies were run off their organs, but the shift has occurred and our body is now operating off our glands. And that's why people are having a lot of trouble, because they don't know that their body is shifting into another way, another organizational profile. So you want to make sure that your organs and your glands are functioning at optimum efficiency. Cellular vibration is very critical. Each one of your organs vibrates at a different frequency. If that organ is not vibrating properly, it's not going to function properly. We also want to think about the thoughts that you're thinking, the things that you're telling yourself. What are you rehearsing for? How are you feeling on a daily basis? It's a lot to make yourself feel good every day. I have to work at it. I have to talk to myself. I have to pump myself up. I have to be my own best friend, my own rah-rah coach. I have to do that for myself. But I'm worth it. And I want you to be your own best friend. I want you to be your own rah-rah coach. I want you to get excited about life. We have to change up. It's time to redefine yourself to yourself so that you can think of yourself in a new and fresh and exciting way. It's never too late to follow your dreams. So I want you to be focused on the thoughts that you're thinking, the feelings that you have inside. They tell you whether you're moving in the right direction or not. When you're feeling frustrated, you know your thoughts are not in order. You're not in the state of mind to create those dreams that you've had for so long. I want to tell you, don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your life. You know, we talk about gratitude, and I am so thankful. I'm so thankful for all of the things that I've been through, even the ugly things in life, because without them, I would not be who I am. And I love who I am. And I want you to love who you are. And there are people that have helped me to get where I am. This is not something I did on my own. And sometimes we have people in our lives that we take for granted. And that is not something that I want to do. I want to give people their flowers while they're alive. And there have been people that have helped me to get where I am. So I just want to send a shout out to Linda and Monica and Winnie and Harriet and Kalanji. You guys have been there for me when I was down, when I needed help, and I didn't have to ask or beg. I want to thank you for the love that you've given me and the support that you're giving me. And I have to promise not to take you for granted anymore, or any of the beautiful things that have entered my life. I have so much to be thankful for, and I want to focus on the good things in my life because there's so many more good things than there are bad things. We tend to look at all the negative things in our life and give them a front row seat in our life. Well, I'm delegating all the negativity to the back of the line. I am focusing on the beautiful things and the beautiful people in my life, and I give thanks for each and every one of you. And I'm sure I left some people out, but you know you're in my heart. You know I give thanks for you. I love you much. And on that note, I'm going to say peace and love. But I also want to remind you that we are going to have some events coming up in the future, in the near future. Make sure you go to the website, anaturalhealingaffair.com, and check out our events page, and we will have that up for you shortly. And that's where you can find out when we're going to be in your area and what things we're going to be offering.